What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we've got the weekly reset inside of Destiny 2 for the 16th of October. And of course this week it's a pretty big one, lots of content in the game. We have the arrival of Festival of the Lost, so we're going to see some new quests, rewards such as masks, of course an exclusive weapon, and the new mode in the Haunted Forest. And on top of this, we've got a new game update, and this is without mention of the rest of our normal weekly content, milestones, opportunities for powerful gear, the return of the Shattered Throne this week, which can grant you the Wish Ender. It's a pretty busy one. Before we get into this reset though, this video is brought to you by my friends over at Gamerlink. Now Gamerlink have a fantastic app for Android and iOS, and just like a typical LFG, you can use it to find players for any kind of content inside of Destiny 2. So you could use it this week to find players for Haunted Forest or the Shattered Throne. But on top of this, there are some really neat clan features that allow you to build a persistent team, keep in touch with each other, and plan sessions and all that good stuff. On top of this, if you sign up with my link in the description down below, you'll get an awesome Houndish badge for your profile on the app. So I absolutely recommend that you guys check out Gamerlink. Now getting into this week's reset, of course, the Festival of the Lost is now live inside of the game. So in the tower, you've got all of the festival decorations. I will make some guides on Festival of the Lost this year, but of course, Amanda Holiday in the tower is the main vendor for this event. She has new bounties that can award you the dark currency, and you'll use this to purchase masks as well as the exclusive weapon. And on top of this, Amanda Holiday will actually have a quest for you, so you have to visit her, pick up one of the new masks. On top of this, once you've done that, you'll also get a new Eververse kind of milestone. And then that initial festival quest will take you to the Rupture on Io, where you have to complete a Lost Sector kind of mission. And then presumably down the road, we'll get the unlock for the Haunted Forest and stuff like that in the game, which is going to be pretty cool, as well as the availability of all of the rewards inside of Amanda Holiday's inventory. Like I said, I will have some separate guides on festival stuff, but now let's talk about some of the reset content for this week. So we have our weekly challenges right here. Flashpoint this week is going to be Mars. And of course that also means heroic adventures for powerful gear. Bear in mind the changes to powerful gear that I mentioned in my previous video with the patch notes for the recent update. But of course we have our weekly Crucible, and we've also got a daily up right there potentially as well. And then we've got the Gambit stuff, the clan rewards in the tower, as well as the reward from Akura right there. And of course that quest from Amanda Holiday for Festival of the Lost. In the Vanguard, you'll see the weekly challenges right here for the daily story missions, as well as the strike playlist, and then you have the Nightfall options this week, of course, with powerful gear. Right now, it's showing Warden of Nothing, as well as Lake of Shadows, and the Hollowed Lair as well. And of course, all of these reward a bunch of different exclusive items. So plenty of stuff to farm for this week. And as well, if you were wondering about Escalation Protocol, if you're still hunting down any of the weapons, all 3 of the weapons can drop this week. So we do have one of the bosses that can drop the shotgun, the SMG, and the sniper rifle. So it's going to be a pretty good week to farm the Escalation Protocol if you need any of those. Of course, Petra, as always, has moved to location in the Dreaming City, so she's actually housed in Ria Sylvia now. We're on a full curse week inside of Dreaming City, so of course Petra does have her normal weekly bounties, powerful rewards. But down in the Confluence in the Dreaming City, the portal has opened up, allowing players to jump into the Shattered Throne mission. Now, of course, Shattered Throne does have a bunch of objectives and rewards, but specifically, this is how you acquire the Wish Ender exotic bow, so that is available for the rest of this week. Definitely a good time to grind, especially now that more players are reaching the kind of light levels that you really need for this. But if you want a guide on the Shattered Throne and how to acquire Wish Ender, then I'll link that one in the description box below. But otherwise, inside of Dreaming City, we should be back to the first Ascendant challenge that was available when Forsaken launched. So of course the grind for corrupted eggs, collectibles, and all that kind of stuff continues. But of course, in terms of vendor bounties, the Spider does have his weekly bounty. You'll also get the one from the Drifter and the weekly raid one from Hawthorne for the clan. So there's a lot of opportunities for powerful gear. But also on the subject of exotic quests, the Malfeasance boss will be spawning more regularly this week inside of the Full Curse week. So if you do want a chance to grab that exotic, if you haven't been fortunate enough to see that boss spawn, then this is going to be the week to grind. But as I've mentioned previously, on October 30th, Bungie will actually make a change to the spawn rate of the Malfeasance boss, which is going to make it more common all of the time. So do bear that in mind. Then in the tower, of course, Iron Banner has now returned. So some of these bounties have been changed up a little bit. You'll actually require less kills and less of the general objectives, whatever they require. And of course, all of these now will grant you powerful rewards. So this is going to be pretty fantastic in terms of leveling up in the game. That is a lot of powerful gear right there that you can get from the Iron Banner this week. Then of course you do have the featured armor, we have 2 featured weapons. So we've got the Claws of the Wolf right here, the Rapid Fire Frame Pulse Rifle, Corkscrew Rifling, Small Bore, High Caliber Rounds, Flared Magwell, then we've got Outlaw and Kill Clip. So that's a pretty nice roll of this Pulse Rifle for this week in the Iron Banner. Definitely worth picking up if you like rapid fire Pulse Rifles. But we do have the Bite of the Fox, the Sniper Rifle this week with Aggressive Frame, Corkscrew Rifling, Polygonal Rifling, Accurized Rounds, as well as Drop Mag. Then we've got Snapshot and Moving Target. So this thing should be pretty snappy if you are a PvP sniper. Definitely is going to be worth trying out right there. And then finally, we do have the Eververse inventory, and of course you do have that quest step. We actually need to visit Eververse. And also she'll update that one to actually take you out to do another objective in the milestones right there, so plenty of quests and interesting stuff to complete. But here we have new Festival of the Lost stuff. So we do have the Summoning Dance, as you can see right there. The Infected Seeker ship, which is a pretty cool looking exotic ship. You'll notice these also have new festival icons on them. The Insurgent Spur Sparrow, and then we also have the Ocular Fortitude Shell, which is a pretty interesting looking ghost shell. Very similar to the Iris Pulsator shell that we never got in the game, so this could be a kind of rework for that. You do have a random mod, Omnitelemetry, and Guiding Light right there. And then we've got the Unlucky Projection, a Ghost Projection, as well as the Lustrous Chromite Mark. So there is a set of armor that you can actually pick up here. There are also the gauntlets, of course. These are just on the Titan. They also have one of the masks, so we've got the Colonel mask and a Spooky Shaders pack where you get a whole bunch of different shaders. On top of this, these are the new engrams. Of course, you can preview all of the new exotic rewards, and as we can see, there's plenty of really, really awesome stuff right there. We'll take a look at this ghost shell, the 9 life shell, obviously for a cat, pretty cool stuff. We've also got the, what's this called? Stonecraft's Amalgam Shell. This thing just is absolutely badass. Definitely I'm going to try and get this one. And of course, like I said, a bunch of other cosmetics here that you can check out. There's also a prismatic matrix for this week, of course. So we've got the following items. You can check this out, but this may give you a brief idea if there's any stuff that you may want to pick up. What's that? Is that the, oh no, it's the Distant Relation ornament right there. We won't break it all down, but you can see the rest of Tess's inventory. So on the second tab, she does have some of the normal Forsaken stuff here available this week. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty busy one. If you want to grab that Prismatic Matrix, then you can get the facet for it right here from the Rise to the Challenge bounty. But for now, guys, that is going to summarize this week's reset inside of Destiny 2 Forsaken. So like I said, a lot of exciting stuff happening this week. I'll be keeping you posted with guides on Festival of the Lost. Of course, there was a patch with the update today, so if you're curious about the patch changes, I'll link those notes down below, but I will cover them in a full video later on. If any of you guys managed to unlock any awesome gear, especially the Horror Story Auto Rifle, I'd definitely be curious to try that out on your account. I'm probably going to be a little bit behind most of the players who are really going at this event because, of course, we're making quite a bit of video content. But if you get anything cool that you want to share, definitely hit me up on Twitter or in the comment section, and hopefully I'll catch that stuff. But I appreciate you tuning in. I hope the video has been useful, guys, and I hope you have a bunch of fun inside of Festival of the Lost. If you have found this video enjoyable, a like below is very much appreciated. If you want to see a lot more Destiny 2 content, including event content like this, be sure to hit subscribe and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out on anything. And one final mention once again, you can check out Gamerlink down below. Absolutely the premium LFG choice if you're looking for like-minded players and players to set up teams with going forward. For now though, thank you for tuning in, guys. Have fun with the new event, and whatever you get up to, I hope you have an awesome day.